here's another question for you then. Is there a difference in the training itself as you're working up to a basho, or is training always the same? Doesn't matter what month or what
Yeah.
time of year.
Majority of the time it's the same in the sumo ring. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you just add a little like weight training and stuff like that, a little to your work ethic or your workouts. But my training, so everybody has different technique, and my training is mostly very aggressive, very offensive. My style.
Yeah.
I don't have any defense hold. It's mostly all offensive.
Yeah.
So my goal is to always focus on my fire out. The same thing. It's the same thing, but the thing is, people don't realize. Some people go and try to learn from videos and see how they wrestle, but I never watch videos because in my mind, if I can do what I do good, nobody can beat me. I don't care what you do. My first step and my second step is most important in my wrestling, in my style. So if my steps are right, there's no way you can beat me. That's what my mentality was.
Okay. Okay. And so take me into like your brain as a basho began. Were you nervous, or were you just like, I just cannot wait to get out there and kill somebody in the ring?
No, it's maybe the first day you get the jingles because like every other tournament you're in a different stadium.
Yeah.
Maybe the first day you just feel like a little tingle in your body. But there's good nervous and bad nervous. Bad nervous is when you somewhere in your body is not all there, like a bad wrist or sore finger or a twisted ankle. So that's the part that makes you nervous. Like shit, I want to do this, but I'm not too sure if I can. The good nervous is like, oh, it's here, man. I gotta go, gotta go. Like get yourself. You're motivated, more positive. But approaching the ring, every opponent in my head, if I close my eye, I see how they walk in, I see how they sit down, I see how they pick up the salt, and in my head, I just there's a beat in my head goes boom, 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 boom. It's just like okay, I'm going to take these guys on 3 beats, boom, 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 and then it just speeds up. Everything in my head is I picture myself beating my guy before I even wrestle.
Really?
You can see it. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
already
feel extra pressure
it's done.
when sorry. We have like a delay, so I'm so sorry talking
It's
over you.
done before we start.
Oh,
when
that is the best description.
It's done
ever.
before you start.
That's great.
I picture them from the time they walk in, where I can picture them walking in.
Oh man, did you feel extra pressure in the instances where you were caught upon? Did you feel that, or are you just like it's any other day?
Any other day, you got to take it's day by day, right? So if you don't get to day one, you cannot get to day two. So after being so experienced, and and that's one of the things I had to get used to is I've never been in an activity or a sport that goes for 15 days. It's long, 15 days. You got to get used to it. My first 2-3 years, I used to like right after the tournament, I couldn't eat or drink anything because I was so exhausted, and I wake up with bleeding nose and bleeding from inside, like from my mouth, blood would come out. I guess that's the stress that I went through during the tournament that I didn't know about. So
wow.
At the beginning, you couldn't eat. After your jaw is all fucked up anyway. You got your jaws all hurting. You cut up all over your neck is sore, and your body just so much in pain that the 2 days after the tournament is like just falling. Your body just dying. You wake up with I wake up with all this blood on my pillow. I go, wow, oh, shit,
Wow.
what the hell is going on?
So
but that went away after like 3 years getting used to
it did. So is there like a ton of training that I know that there's some training morning of each basho, everybody warming up and warming up with people in the room, but is there extra training, or is it just that there's just so much more oomph behind all the pushes and the shoves, or is it like the falls off the doyo itself that are creating that much more stress on your body?
It's more about the head because you got to be focused in. And of course, we all go to tournaments wanting and knowing that we got to win. Practice is different. You can bang heads, you lose, you learn some stuff, you try some new stuff. But tournament 2 weeks is your test day, man. It's time to get a good test score, and it's a pressure because Not only like we talked about that earlier, um, we talked about that about how you get paid, right?
Yeah.
So the pressure to keep your pay, surviving financially, all comes down to every single day during the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what the pressure is. Physically, you work your ass off to be ready for the tournament. But mentally, no, it's a real deal. You got to do it in the front. And you only have one chance.
Yeah.
Every day, one chance to beat this guy. You
Uh,
either do it right or you do it wrong, you know? So that's the difference.
okay.
That's where the stress comes from.
By the way, we have kept you for so long. You were such an angel to talk with us. We could talk with you
I'm
forever,
glad
but
we,
I know you have
you got
other
points
things
on
to.
me because I like you guys' questions, you know?
Well,
Well,
we
I got more.
I
really,
think,
I mean, we have more, but we have to be like kind people and like let you have your day. But how was I going to ask?
let's
Oh,
do it again.
I would love that. I mean, we're dying to meet you. We have met you, but we'd love to see you in person because we really are such fans of sumo. We're fans of the sport. We're fans of the way your bodies move, this your mental psyche. I mean, and the fandom of it all, and like who is the cutest, hottest Rikishi is always fun for us. But at the bottom of it all, genuinely are like sumo nuts. And I would love to also, because we're both musicians, we know that you play the ukulele. Laurie plays the ukulele. I play the auto harp. We're both singers and dancers. And I know your wife is a dancer as well. And
She sings too. Yeah, we perform.
well, I love your music, but one day we want to
Yes.
do some sort of weird music video or just enjoy your talents. Like I would like love to just like hear you and your wife like perform together.
Yes.
And there's stuff on the internet, but like I don't know. That's I'm a fan of you, all of you, and everything you've done. And
And you might as well include that children's show in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
every
yeah.
time you change your hair color and do another episode of that show, we're like, oh my God, there he is again. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still going on. I've been doing it for 18 years.
Yeah.
And I just finished a radio show I've been doing for 11 years last month. So
Oh
I've been
my
a
God.
DJ for 20 years too. So
So
right now, just dealing with Corona. Since Corona, I just created my sumo line clothes,
yep.
the SB52, Sumo
Can
Brand
we
52,
can
which
we
is
plug
Koni.
that for you? Because we definitely want to be able to plug stuff for you, barbecue, whatever you want us to
The
plug, we'll
thing,
plug the hell out
the
of it.
thing is, I cannot. I haven't got my e-commerce going on where I can sell it beyond Japan because it's so
Okay.
expensive to send stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
once I get all that done, I know, and I'm working on it because this all happened to Corona. Came up with the barbecue sauce, no singing and stuff. So I just created this barbecue sauce that I'm been running around. It's brought me here too. And if you see this logo, it's Konishiki's original logo.
I love it.
There it is.
Sumo.
Because at sumo,
Yes.
there's the S
Yes.
and there's the U and the MO. Yes. Yes.
And then a sumo ring.
I love
The
it.
O is
The
a sumo
doyo.
ring.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
With the kitty sand in the middle too.
Mhm.
Oh, I love
Look
it.
at that. I don't think I saw the shikiri sen before.
Yeah,
But
I
No,
had
it
to
looks
there.
good. That's the line
Oh,
in the
looks
middle. That's the
really
kitty
good.
sand.
here's one more question. I promise this will be the
Okay.
last.
No, it's not the last because I have another one.
Okay, I promise this is my last. And then
Go ahead. I'm good. I'm good. I'm
okay,
good
okay.
with time. Don't worry
When you're
about it.
in Sankyo, when you're like at shikiri sen, you're looking at your opponent. Oh, did I just lose you? That
No, we're good.
okay,
No.
that moment when you're looking at your opponent and the mutual like here's the
Agreement.
moment that we're fighting. I
Mm.
don't know if you can describe that, but did you also read in that moment? What is that very much just a part of the bout as well, or is that a preparation that's something else that's spiritual that like we just can't possibly understand? It's the one thing we don't see when we're watching it on TV. We see from the side the two wrestlers, but you wonder in the moment, what do they see in each other's eyes in that moment that says this is the moment?
This is a good question because then that's where you win and lose matches. Yeah, you can tell because you wrestling consistently the same guys over and over if they stay consistent within the Makunuchi division. So you can tell by the movement of their bodies or body language, even the way they look at you, that they're not that confident. And my thing is, I always stare. No matter what I do, I try to keep the same stare. But there's sometimes I stare, and the guy does something different. I'm staring, but at the same time, he's making me think. The thing is, you shouldn't not think. Like I said, once you get on the ring, it's done already. It's supposed to be like that. So once you go up there and start thinking like, oh shit, what should I do? What should I do? Actually, it's a negative thing already. So my thing is, when I'm staring into somebody's eye, I want them to run. The first thing I want my opponents to do is run. Because
I
number
would
one,
run.
if they
I
try
would
to
definitely
sidestep,
run.
but that's the idea, because
Yeah.
meaning that because of my technique, the way I hit is very aggressive and forward. If they run, it makes my matches easy because they think I cannot keep up. Like I
Sure.
said, that 1-2 step of mine, no matter left where you jump left or you jump right, easier for me. Because what that does to a sumo wrestler, sumo tori, is when you jump to the left, you just make yourself lighter because you're
Oh.
taking your weight off.
Right.
And all I have to do is hit them in the chest and they
And they're
fly out of the
gone.
ring. Easy.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I mean by when I stare into this guy's eyes. If you come to me, I'll broke your neck. If you run from me, then it'd be easier for you. So all I have to do is punch you in the chest and you fall out.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I see. But sometimes there's guys who don't do the things they usually do. They make me think, oh shit, this guy probably trying to think about kicking my leg or trying to
Henka?
try to
What
hit
about
me.
a henka?
The henka, yeah, henka too. But henka too, the henka is all the henkas you see through is shady because they do henka right away. But our henka, they always hit you like so fast, so low that you figure that you think that they're coming for you directly, but by the time your eyes is like it's split second. It's like 1 second, boom and boom, and you think you got him, but no, he's already on your side already. So that's good henka. And that's why it's so important for that touch eye or that look up. When we're staring at each other, you kind of trying to read his mind. But the best thing to do is don't read at all. You already know what you got to do. Don't try to change your plan when you're staying there. So that's what it is. And it's all body language too. Like they look at you and, I the one that started that stare down. If you go look back in the history during my early career, the referee had to stop us by staring down. We stared down so long. And I didn't care because they thought, well, you don't have respect. They've been writing about me. This young boy don't have respect for the Yokozuna Yoga. And my boss told me, no such thing. Once you're on the ring, it's everybody Byodo. Byodo means everybody's same. So I thought, fuck it. I'm the same thing, bro. I'm the same guy, same wrestler. So you look at my own, they used to stop us from looking. And I was famous for that, the stare downs. And I stared down every single person, even though I was only 20, 21.
Yeah, you were terrifying.
I was fighting against some veterans, so you gotta understand that.
Yeah.
To them, it's like I'm disrespecting them, but just sumo law is once you're on the ring, no such thing as rank.
All I know is you can still watch that video today, and you can feel it through the video.
Oh yeah,
you can.
I get chicken skin I watch myself and I get chicken skin. I watch like some people been like posting stuff, and I look at it like, no wonder they hated me so much.
you just
I
have a flair
understand.
you have a flair for the dramatic. I think that's why I'm like drawn to you because we're both drama nerds. But like there's something electric, especially in your touchy eye, and your ring presence was insane.
Zone, man. It's just I had so much for it. I risk a lot,
Yeah.
and my purpose was to help my family. And if I don't win, I cannot help. If I don't win, I cannot buy my dad a car. And if I don't win, I can't buy mom and dad their home. If I don't win, I don't have a life. So the pressures I put on myself is something that maybe what the younger generation see through my videos that they can understand. But when you go, it's all gold. There's no such thing. We don't have a glamour life like how media put people out there. But I don't need the glamour life because glamour life doesn't pay my bills. Not well, it does now in the SNS, but I don't care about stuff like that. To me, that's not work that I've done. It's work that other people have done.
Yeah.
I want to be. I feel more better getting paid with the shit I done than what people do for me. I feel very human that I can actually dig a hole and probably make money from digging the hole than somebody digging the hole I getting paid for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. That's not the way I look at
does.
it. That stuff.
Yeah.